Oh no. Welcome
Stacy
guys.
has just moved to a new town to start a new life. Her real estate
No. I'm making this because guess nothing.
agent has offered her 4 houses for rent. Can you help Stacy find the perfect one?
Oh wait.
The first house has uneven floors. The second one is standing too close to a fast food restaurant. There might be too much noise and different unpleasant smells. The fourth house is haunted. Look at the portraits on the walls. They're moving. Also, there's a ghost reflected in the mirror. But the third house looks pretty cozy and safe. As soon as Stacy moved in, she received 3 welcome cakes from her neighbors. But there's only one edible cake among them.
Oh, I know.
Can you help Stacy recognize it?
I'm gonna pick the bottom one.
There are not only berries, but also a cockroach on top of the first pie. There's a human tooth hidden in the coconut flakes on the third cake. And the second cake looks good, even though its color is rather weird. Stacy invited her neighbors for dinner to get to know each other. She showed the guests her unique ruby that she had found in Thailand. Everyone had a lot of fun.
Hello guys. Yeah, if I got wrong, I'm gonna eat. I hated food. Pringles. What's that? Sour, onion, and cream. And if I got correct, this one. I love this food. It's chocolate. Yeah. There. Good. Nobody wants. I don't wanna show my face because I am too shy. Maybe I'll show a face video. Okay, let's go on to the video.
She called the police.
Wait, how many wrongs did I make? Oh no. So I'm gonna eat some. Okay, just a bit. Oh my god, this smells horrible. Yeah. Oh.
Who stole the ruby?
That guy. That woman.
This guy. He hid the precious stone under his head. Stacy got an invitation to a barbecue party, but when she arrived at the location, something scared her very much. The house was full of rats. How many rats can you spot?
Now we got.
The correct number is 13. Stacy heard some music and walked around the house. In the backyard, she saw a campfire party. Everyone roasted marshmallows and told horror stories. Stacy wanted to join, but she noticed one creepy detail and decided to go home instead. Why?
Because of the woman. No, that boy. The blue shirt.
This guy doesn't have a shadow. He's a vampire. The next morning, the vampire guy, whose name was Luke, came over to Stacy. He explained that their town was quite unusual. Most citizens were zombies, mermaids, vampires, elves, and werewolves.
Oh, I know that.
But all of them got along really well. Luke took Stacy for a walk to show her the town. She got hungry, and they went to the local restaurant. Can you help Stacy spot a zombie among these customers?
Everyone.
This woman over there. Take a look at her food. There are worms in her noodles. After lunch, Luke confessed that he liked Stacy and invited her on a date. He was very attractive, so Stacy said, "Okay, but first, you gotta crack my riddle. The things I bite, they don't bleed. I don't bite until you push me. I bring something together every time I bite. But it comes undone again if you pull it just right. What am I?" Luke gave his answer, and they went on a date. What did he say?
A dog. Cat.
I'm a stapler. Luke and Stacy went to see a movie and chose a scary one. They sat in the middle of the empty theater. After a while, Luke pointed at the screen. He was very scared. Stacy also noticed one creepy detail. What scared the couple so much?
You eat. Yeah. You eat.
Since Luke is a vampire, there should be only one shadow on the screen, Stacy's. But look, there are two shadows. They're not alone. Next morning, Stacy went shopping.
She's a
The
ghost.
local supermarkets offered plenty of
Right?
weird stuff for zombies, werewolves, and other creatures. Can you help Stacy choose the right milk?
Left.
We can see milk number 1 in this zombie's basket, so it's probably not good for humans.
Need it.
Milk number 2 is standing on the shelf with the inscription, "For elves only." So the best option for Stacy is milk number 3. In the parking lot, a thief stole Stacy's bag and escaped on a motorcycle. Stacy got into her car and drove after him, but she got stuck in a traffic jam. Finally, she reached a crossroads. She saw a traffic officer there. Stacy asked if he'd seen a biker in the past hour. The officer said, "I haven't seen any today." Look at the camera pics of 3 main roads. No one has driven down the first road for an hour. 2 mounted police officers have traveled down the second road. And only 1 blue truck has driven down the third road. Which way did the criminal go?
That truck. That truck.
He chose the third road. He hid inside the truck. The police in the town liked Stacy's way of thinking very much and offered her a job as a detective. She received her first task immediately. A dangerous criminal escaped from prison. Stacy had to catch him. The evidence led her to a farm. She saw a man working in the field. Detective Stacy asked him if he had seen any strangers around. The farmer said, "Sorry, I didn't focus on what was going on around." Stacy immediately guessed that he was the criminal. How?
Because
If he's a farmer, why has he ruined the crops? She tried to stop the man, but he escaped again.
I'm gonna eat
Stacy
it.
continued chasing the criminal. Suddenly, she saw a
Skip this and we're gonna eat them.
house and entered it. The owner was inside. Stacy asked him, "Has anyone visited you today?" He said, "No, neither have I left the house." Then Stacy asked, "Do you live with your family?" The man said he lived on his own. By that point, Stacy had already figured out that the guy was a liar. How did she guess?
Okay. The one. What is it?
There are 2 cups of coffee on the table, and a wet umbrella is standing near the door. Stacy realized the guy was wasting her time on purpose to let the criminal escape. Suddenly, she received a message from her colleague. People had seen the criminal at the local shopping mall. He was hiding in the ladies' bathroom. Stacy knew exactly where he was hiding as soon as she got there. Can you see the
At the
criminal?
end. The first one, the second one, and the third one. There.
He's over there.
Over there.
The guy managed to escape from Stacy through the window. He ran to a crowded street. Stacy followed him. Can you help her find the criminal?
None of these. None of these. They always double.
There.
What happened? Oh, and now we'll skip the forget it. I'm so bad. Spinning pen.
There he is. After a hard day, Stacy drove up to a gas station to fill up the tank. She paid for the gas, she left.
There's a
Soon
guy.
she noticed that a car was following her. She didn't know the driver, and she didn't recognize the car. So she tried to get away from him.
I didn't
She took
get.
sudden turns and accelerated, but it was useless. Finally, she reached the police station. Stacy was shocked to see that the man had followed her there. He wasn't a police officer, and everything was okay with her car. Why did he follow Stacy?
There's a guy behind his car. There's the criminal.
The man saw a vampire hiding in the back of Stacy's car. Luckily, the vampire turned out to be Luke. He just wanted to surprise his girlfriend. He gave Stacy beautiful flowers and invited her over for dinner. His house looked gloomy, but chic. Stacy was very impressed and told Luke, "Your art collection is stunning." But Luke confessed, "In fact, there's only one really ancient portrait on this wall. Can you guess which one?"
The left. Because I'm a left-hander.
this guy is wearing a fitness tracker. There's a selfie ring in the background of the second portrait. It means that only the third portrait is really old. Stacy entered Luke's kitchen and began to scream. The room was full of huge, creepy spiders. How many spiders can you count? The correct answer is 16. Luke said, "No worries, they're my friends." He introduced Stacy to each of his 16 pets and showed her the way to the living room. After dinner, Luke took out a box, a gift for Stacy. He said, "I'll give you this precious piece of jewelry if you figure out my riddle. I'm tall and twisted, narrow and fast. I'm here for a moment, but my devastation lasts. What am I?" A minute later, Stacy became the owner of a beautiful pearl necklace. What did she say? A tornado. Luke and Stacy were dancing. Suddenly, they heard the sound of glass shattering from the kitchen. Someone broke the window and wrote, "You will regret it," on the wall. Stacy questioned 3 witnesses. A ghost named Eddie said he'd been taking a bath and hadn't heard any noise. Luke's ex-girlfriend Nora said she'd been at home, knitting a sweater. Werewolf Fred said that he'd seen a strange shadow moving towards Luke's house. Who's lying?
The werewolf. Or the girl.
Eddie. If he's a ghost, why would he take a bath? The next day, Stacy came to the pier to have a boat ride with Luke, but she didn't see him. Only a group of suspicious people standing on the shore. She stopped and got out of her car. The people noticed her and ran in the opposite direction. She ran after them but couldn't catch up. She looked around and realized that those people were actually ghosts. How did she figure it out?
Footsteps.
When Stacy was chasing them, she was running on the sand, but now she can see only the footprints of her own shoes. Suddenly, someone pushed Stacy into the water. Down in the Sea Kingdom, Stacy met Neptune. He was sitting on his throne, surrounded by 3 mermaids. Neptune asked Stacy to return the pearl necklace to his wife. She had recently lost it, and Luke found the necklace on the shore. Can you guess which mermaid is Neptune's wife?
But the other video, don't know my face, is hot.
The third one. She's the only one who's wearing an engagement ring. When Stacy gave the necklace to its rightful owner, Neptune snapped his fingers. His guards brought Luke. Neptune said, "I'll let you go home safely, but you have to choose the right door." There were demons behind the first door. They were ready to eat anyone who dared to come in. There was lava all over the floor of the room behind the second door. And finally, there was a laser beam that could cut through anything it touched behind the third door. Which door should Stacy and Luke choose?
The lava, because if the water touches lava, what will happen? Yeah.
The third one. They can crawl under the beam without touching it.
Where's the lava?
Tomas was washing a window on the 24th floor of a large office building, and suddenly he heard someone screaming. The guy looked outside and saw a lady falling from the 30th floor. But in 5 minutes, the woman was standing on the ground, totally unharmed. How did she survive?
Because of the tree. Or she didn't fall down.
Take a closer look at the sky. Yes, it's Superman. He saved the lady. Look at the picture. What's wrong here?
It's so laggy. What's wrong? That. You know what?
Watermelons don't grow on palms. Twin brothers Stan and Ken had been working hard. They wanted to collect money for their mother's anniversary. Unfortunately, they didn't manage to save enough to buy her the car of her dreams. The brothers were very upset and agreed to go shopping the next day and pick another gift.
Oh my God,
At night, Ken couldn't fall asleep because he got a genius idea. While his twin was sleeping, Ken secretly took all their savings and headed to a casino. It was his lucky night. He tripled the sum. In the morning, Ken put all the money back in the box and fell asleep. Stan woke up, opened the box, and immediately realized that Ken had touched their savings. He didn't even need to count the money to understand that. How did Stan figure it out?
That has money, but has coins too. And those are just...
In the box, there were large and small bills in the evening, but now there are only large ones. Kelly
correct.
was traveling and discovered a beautiful abandoned castle.
This will
She
be
entered the
finished
building
right now.
and went
Goodbye.
downstairs. She was taking pictures when someone locked her inside.
Now it's time to open it. Wait.